All right, guys, this is Alex here at Auto Tuning House in Orlando, Florida. We are going to go ahead and install some Slon Vanos caps. I know there's been some discussion about installing them properly, and I'm going to show you how to properly orient them on the Vanos gears, as well as my procedure for when I do install them. So if we look at the cover, there's this little half moon shape right here that's going to fit over these spring pin ends. And the issue with these Vanos gears, a lot of people say, I can run them without covers. If this spring end becomes unseated, then you shoot this whole spring out and your motor's toast. So that's the purpose of these. So looking at the back of these covers, there's one large piece here that goes on the very bottom on the opposite side of the pin end. So we're looking at the half moon right here that's going over the pin ends, and this large tab here goes on the bottom. So we'll go ahead, put that on, and we're going to start snapping. You're going to hear 6 audible clips. However, we turn the motor afterwards to make sure everything is visibly clipped in. If we don't turn the motor, we're not going to visibly see. You should see no side-to-side play in any of the ones that are manufactured, Slon or not. No side-to-side play. That's what's going to give you fitment issues later on. So at this point, we're going to take a 32 mil socket and put it on the crank bolt. This is a much easier turn if you have your spark plugs out. We're going to go ahead and start spinning the motor. So right now I've heard 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3 I can see at the top here. And again, we want to visibly see these. If you can't visibly see them, you haven't verified that they're all clipped in. Go ahead and spin the motor. So I got 1, 2, 3 clipped in. Starting to see my 4th here. 4th clipped in. And what you can do is mark them. Make sure you know which ones you've counted. Got a 5th clip here. Here's my 6th one here. So they were all clipped in, but again, they're very, very easy to miss at the bottom here if you don't visibly see each one. So what I'm gonna go around and do is I'm gonna put a Sharpie mark on each one, make sure I caught them all. So we've spun the motor over now, and I'm going to mark the 3 that I can see. Let's see the 4th right here. Let's see the 5th right here. There's one more that I'm missing at the bottom here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll turn to expose that one to mark it. So now I've turned the motor over. I see my 6th one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a mark. And again, this should not have play in it. Some of the other ones on the market, they spin like that, and that's what's gonna cause failure. We're gonna go ahead and repeat our steps on this one here and on the passenger side, and we'll be done.